With this video I want to show you the details and background information of all great ball contraptions I bring to LEGO World in 2024 in Utrecht. For this I had Studio render a 34,000 pixel wide image in 4K resolution of 11 GBC machines in 3 days, built with more than 33,000 bricks, excluding backup modules. I hope everything will fit in the car. We start with the Roulette, because the Roulette is a ball buffer that dispenses 2 balls per 2 seconds to all next machines. It has 37 brick build numbers according to the European Roulette style. It had spring-loaded ball shooters to shoot balls into the Roulette, but I replaced these with more consistent weight-activated shooters, called the hammers. A little pin moves the balls to the outer buffer ring, where they stay until there are enough balls to be let out per 2 balls per 2 seconds by the stepper. This gives a steady 1 ball per second ball rate for the entire circuit when there are enough balls. It even has 4 power function LED pairs to mimic the Roulette as a flying saucer in the dark, just for fun. Next is the 5 tilted rings by Akiyuki. The idea for this module started 10 years ago as the tilted rotors, but was notoriously unreliable. 8 years later, Akiyuki redesigned the rotors to rings and created a much more reliable module. Unfortunately, by that time Akiyuki had gone commercial and was selling his instructions. The 5 rings pass on balls to each other on the tilt turnover point. This gives a nice effect, but the build was somewhat repetitive with 5 more or less equal rings and 40 ball pots. My build uses the colors that I like, and I turned the inbox 90 degrees so the module can be put in line with other modules. I also mounted the motor better and added exit steps so the exit ramp can turn further. Moving on, we go to module number 3, which is an older Akiyuki design from 2015. From the original Akiyuki video it can be seen why the module's name is Invisible Lift. At that time Akiyuki was not making instructions, but fortunately some people at Rebrickable reverse engineered it. A tremendous job, which made it possible for many to build it, but only very few show it at exhibitions. I've done many updates to make it more reliable, and you'll be seeing the Invisible Lift in lime colors at LEGO World 2024. Next is the wall wave designed by me, although it has elements seen before in multiple other GBC modules. This is a new module and not very complex, although setting all 40 gears right to achieve the flow can be a challenge. Like most of my modules, it has 3 building instructions on Rebrickable. Number 5 in line is the Turntable Cup. This module took a lot of testing during 3 LEGO Worlds to finally get right. Turntables pass on balls from cup to cup. The original idea by Akiyuki did the same, but with a much different design and smaller amplitude. We move on to my first and most famous GBC design, the Rainbow Wave. 38 LEGO colors and 1150 moving parts. Soon after publishing, the inbox was improved with the help of Courbet. Later the gearing was updated to help some builders to overcome friction problems. My version always worked fine. I use small amounts of dry Teflon to lubricate moving parts in all of my machines. In 2018 I visited Madrid to show the Rainbow Wave and 2 other GBC machines to Eva Longoria in a popular live TV show called El Hormiguero. I should have kissed Eva there, but I didn't, stupid me. Next is a full redesign of the crane loader, originally designed by Akiyuki 11 years ago for his Type 1 GBC train system. Not many managed to get this working properly. So, it was time to revive this design to suit the Akiyuki Type 2 train. Not an easy task, because the Type 2 train dimensions are very different than the Type 1 train. Many adjustments were needed. The chain drive was replaced by a gear rack drive and the gear switch replaced by a clutch system. still all driven by the train motor and no computers. In between the crane loader and rotary dumper is the passing station where trains wait for each other to prevent train collisions. The original Akiyuki design worked in one direction. This redesign works in both directions. 2 trains are needed here to keep the ball circulation up to speed and close to 1 ball per second. The Type 2 trains have been redesigned by me to use the Power Function's rechargeable lithium battery instead of the simple battery box for AA batteries. While not in operation, they can be recharged. At the end of the train line is the rotary dumper, also by Akiyuki, but unfortunately also unreliable as part of his Type 2 train debut layout. With Eurobricks.com members it was redesigned with a new timing system and counterweights were added to make the elevator work faster. I added a bottom switch system to hold the elevator down without train. With other GBC train modules, attractive and compact train layouts are possible, all still driven only by the train motor and without computers. 2 modules to go in this lineup. As 10th module, the ball shooter marble run. The original idea again by Akiyuki, but not a standalone GBC compliant module. So I added an inbox and a high-speed spinning wheel to shoot the balls up. In my first version, even 2. At the top, the balls cannot bounce back into the loop and are slowed down to give all balls the same starting speed before commencing their way down. This added a lot of reliability needed for exhibitions. And to end with a big bang, maybe not really, still the Staggered Lift is an attractive module to look at, but with low complexity and low price. As last module in my lineup for LEGO World 2024, it also passes on the balls to the next neighbor GBC module in a controlled way, so the circuit of the next GBC builder can start without problems. That was 8 meters on GBC machines in 33,000 bricks. Thank you for watching and see you at LEGO World 2024.